Hello everybody, welcome to Sensual Sense. I'm your host Al. Today we're going to be talking about the Supremacy collections. So these three in front of me, obviously there's a lot more of the Supremacy fragrances out there, and yes, you can tell me in the comments which are the best ones. And yeah, I need to know about some more. But anyway, so what I have here is I have the collector's edition. All right, collector's edition is supposed to be inspired by Creed Aventus Absolute. Then we have the Not Only Intense, which is supposed to be Creed Aventus. And we have Inude, Supremacy Inude, which is Oud for Greatness. So what I'm going to start on here is the most popular one at the moment. Okay, so this one is the Absolute. It's inspired by Creed Aventus Absolute. This is an absolute banger of a fragrance. Straight away, I'm telling you, it's getting 9 out of 10 for me all day long. So this is one of the most popular ones too at the moment, I have to say, right? Because Aventus Absolute is one of the most popular fragrances. Aventus in itself is one of the most popular fragrances. Anyways, let me give this one a spray now. Just a gentle reminder. Yeah, fine sprayer. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so straight off the rip now, you can smell pineapple. Yeah. Bergamot. Oh, it's going straight into the birch and the amber here. And you got the ambergris. The ambergris and the musk and the base. Oh, it is divine. It is absolutely divine. If you think of the most signature scent worthy fragrance, all right, Creed Aventus would be it. As far as I'm concerned, Afnan Collector's Edition is probably the pinnacle of signature scents. If I was doing a signature scent video today now, this one would be up the top. You can't go wrong with the scent profile. Right? You know what it has, and it works all year round. All year round. Can't go wrong with it. An absolute banger, an absolute fantastic fragrance, so it is. Right? A staple in every man's collection. If you are a collector, right, you either have this or you should have it. Yeah, this is one. This is one absolutely incredible one. Right? You know, all year round. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Now, the Not Only Intense, for any of you that maybe have a clubbed in a weed there in the back locker, is this one worth having? If you have clubbed in a wee intense, yeah, this one is not worth having over it. If you don't have clubbed in a wee, this one is worth having. Absolutely. Absolutely. As far as Creed Aventus goes, and Creed Aventus is one of the first ever niche fragrances I ever smelt, right? I ever had my nose on, I ever had a decant off. Never had a full bottle, but had about 10 decants off it. Yeah, this is so bloody close. This lasts all day. This really, really is good at getting you compliments. But like I have to say now, as far as this, if you can get either of these, right, for decent money, right? I don't know which is actually cheaper in the market at the moment now. I feel like there's very good prices for Clud and Wee Intense at the moment. And I feel that these are maybe slightly marked up. If you see them around the same, right, I think I would pick this over Club and Wee Intense. I just think it is a more well-rounded scent. I find that Club de Nuit Intense, it opens awfully harsh. Awfully harsh. It is headache inducing at the start. This doesn't have that. This is a lot better scent, so it is a lot better fragrance, better quality, I think. Now they both end up in the same place, but it's just how they get there. This one is better. Yeah, look, I recommend this all day. Now, like, what is the difference between the two of them? I honestly think this is fresher than this. I honestly do think so. Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think this is fresher than this. Now, I never got my nose on the Absolute. I don't know how close this is, but it's inspired by it. I have got my nose on Creed Aventus, and I can say that this is the same. This, I cannot say is the same as the Absolute. But the difference between these two is this is darky, this is birchier, woodier, this is fresher. That's the only difference. This still has the darkness and it still has the birchiness and everything else, but this has a freshness to it that this one doesn't. Okay, so anyways, that's my take on it. Where would I land with this? Look, I can't give it any less than a 9 if I honestly and truly believe it to be one of the best Creed Aventus inspired bys out there. So that gets a 9 too. Right, I got 2 9s on the table. What is this going to get? Right, now I don't know how many you've had your nose on this, but ever since I got my nose on Oud for Greatness, I was like, I have to find a clone of it. I have to find a clone of it. Oh, this gives me Oud for Greatness all day long. Just the vibes of it. So what is in this? You have saffron, you have nutmeg, you have lavender, you have oud, patchouli and musk. Oh, one thing I will say about this is you actually have to be careful of the triggers. This is such a strong fragrance. And it is such a room filler. One day I wore this now, and the guys at work, I can't wear this in work anymore. And this, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that the guys could tell all night which room I was in. You know, every time I walked into a room, every time I left a room, it felt like I was still there. They said it was creepy. I'm just saying, this is good stuff. This is potent stuff, right? I remember a guy came into work. He walked by the room I was in, and I could smell him. I could get this smell. I knew what it was, but I could not for the life of me put my finger on it. But I was like, that is so familiar to me. It's so familiar to me. I know what that is, but I just couldn't spit it out. So anyways, he got up. He didn't know what it was called either. He got a picture of it on his phone, and it was that stuff. Like, that's how strong this stuff is, right? This stuff is a nuclear. Nuclear. It is absolutely the bomb. Now, it's not for everybody, and you gotta like that Oud for Greatness DNA. 100%, because this stuff is not going to leave you. And you can try wash it off. It's not going to wash off. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And as far as everything to do with it, right? Oud for Greatness, inspired by? Check, right? Projection, double check, right? Performance, double check. It just is absolutely nuclear. I love the Oud for Greatness DNA. I think it is a bit polarizing. I don't think everybody loves it. I think you gotta love it to wear it. Now, this in the likes of the Middle East would be a daily wear. You know, me, I think now this is something this more nighttime kind of. It's not so much great for the office because it's so strong. So nighttime and easy on the triggers. You know, colder climates too. I think in a warmer climate, I don't know how, I don't even think you could put a half spray on. But yeah, so colder climates, nighttime, yeah, definitely. And it's nearly a kind of a comforting kind of a scent. Quite possibly you can go nose blind with it. But anyways, This is a 999 here. This is a 999. This is an emergency here, people. An absolute emergency here. Look, folks, right, you all out there now, you've got your nose on some of the other Afnan supremacies out there, right? I want you to hit me up in the comments, and I want you to let me know what you think of them. And I want you to let me know that if you have this one and you have one of the other ones, where does the other one rank in comparison to this one? Do you agree with my ranking of these or not? I highly think that some of you mightn't agree with this, because this is not going to be for everybody. But I do love it. I do love it. Now, my girlfriend doesn't. It's way too strong for my girlfriend. But I would actually expect that any guy who likes a really, really strong scent, right, and doesn't like spraying a lot, and maybe wants to smell like this all day, wants to project, wants the performance, and the whole kit and caboodle. The guy that wants it all is actually might actually be the guy that likes this. So, anyways, that's where I go. Hit me up in the comments about any of the other supremacy fragrances, right? So I'm going to start looking more into them. The quality is so good. I'm going to have to do some more in it. So, anyways, I hope you liked the video. All right, and if you did, don't forget, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Anyways, you know the drill, right? I'm your host, Al, and you've my sensual sense. Until the next video, take care.